Hello everyone and welcome to Sally and Bytes. It's Python quick start time. Come on. Let's work out these NCERT problems getting started with Python. Question 1. Which of the following identifier names are invalid and why? Serial_no dot. Invalid identifier. This identifier contains Dart, which is not allowed in Python. Dots are used to access attributes or methods of objects. Second question. First_room. Invalid identifier. Identifier names cannot start with a number in Python. They must start with a letter or an underscore. Third question. $100. The identifier name $100 is valid in Python. It follows the rules for naming identifiers because it starts with a letter, H, and the rest of the characters are letters. Fourth question. Total space marks. Invalid identifier. Identifier names cannot contain spaces in Python. Spaces are not allowed within an identifier. Fifth question. Total underscore marks. The identifier name total underscore marks is valid in Python. It follows the rules for naming identifiers as it starts with a letter, T, and the rest of the characters are letters. Sixth question. Total hyphen marks. Invalid identifier. Hyphens are not allowed in Python identifier names. They are interpreted as the subtraction operator. Seventh question. Underscore percentage. The identifier name underscore percentage is valid in Python. It starts with an underscore, which is allowed in Python identifier names, and the rest of the characters are letters. Eighth question. True. This identifier is invalid because true is a Python keyword that represents the Boolean value true. Keywords cannot be used as identifier names in Python. Second question. Write the corresponding Python assignment statements. A. Assign 10 to variable length and 20 to variable breadth. Answer. Length equals 10, breadth equals 20. B. Assign the average of values of variables length and breadth to a variable sum. Answer. Average equals length plus breadth / 2. C. Assign a list containing strings paper, gel pen, and eraser to a variable stationery. Answer. Stationery equals open square brackets paper, gel pen, eraser close square brackets. Remember, list is enclosed in square brackets. D. Assign the strings Mohandas, Karamchand, and Gandhi to variables first, middle and last. Answer. First equals Mohandas, middle equals Karamchand, last equals Gandhi. As the names are strings, it's enclosed within quotes. E. Assign the concatenated value of string variables first, middle and last to variable full name. Make sure to incorporate blank spaces appropriately between different parts of names. Answer. Full name equals first plus blank space plus middle plus blank space plus last. Question 3. Write logical expressions corresponding to the following statements in Python and evaluate the expressions, assuming variables num1, num2, num3, first, middle, last are already having meaningful values. A. The sum of 20 and minus 10 is less than 12. Answer. 20 plus, minus 10, less than 12. Here you have to check out the open and close brackets properly. B. Num3 is not more than 24. Answer. Num3 less than or equal to 24. C. 6.75 is between the values of integers num1 and num2. Answer. Num1 less than 6.75 less than num2, or num2 less than 6.75 less than num1. D. The string middle is larger than the string first and smaller than the string last. Answer. First less than middle less than last. E. List stationery is empty. Answer. Len of stationery equals 0. Here, len of stationary returns the number of elements in the stationary list. Second equal to is the equality comparison operator in Python, which checks if the value on the left side is equal to the value on the right side. 0 is the value being compared against the length of the stationary list. For example, if stationary equals pen, pencil, notebook, then len of stationary equals 0 will be false because the length of the list is 3. However, if stationary equals empty list, then len of stationary equals 0 will be true because the length of the list is 0. Question 4. Add a pair of parentheses to each expression so that it evaluates to true. Question A, 0 equal to 1 equal to 2. Here's the breakdown of the expression. In step 1, 1 equal to 2 compares the values of 1 and 2, which evaluates to false. In step 2, 0 equal to false compares the value 0 with the result of the previous comparison, which evaluates to true. Therefore, the correct expression with parentheses open parentheses 0 equal to open parentheses 1 equal to 2 close parentheses and another close parentheses evaluates to true, and that is the answer. Question B. 2 plus 3 equal to 4 plus 5 equal to 7. Here's the breakdown of the expression. Step 1, 3 equal to 4 compares the values of 3 and 4, which evaluates to false. Step 2. 2 plus 3 equal to 4 evaluates to 2 plus false, which simplifies to 2 plus 0 and results in 2. Step 3. 2 plus 3 equal to 4 plus 5 evaluates to 2 plus 5, which simplifies to 7. Step 4. 7 equal to 7 compares the value 7 with the result of the previous addition, which evaluates to true. Therefore, the modified expression with parentheses open parentheses 2 plus open parentheses 3 equal to 4 close parentheses, another close parentheses plus 5 close parentheses equal to 7 evaluates to true. And that is the answer. Question C, 1 less than minus 1 equal to 3 greater than 4. Here's the breakdown of the expression. Step 1. 1 less than minus 1 compares the values of 1 and minus 1, which evaluates to false. Step 2. 3 greater than 4 compares the values of 3 and 4, which evaluates to false. Step 3. False equal to false compares the result of the first comparison with the result of the second comparison, which evaluates to true. Therefore, the modified expression with parentheses open parentheses 1 less than minus 1 close parentheses equal to open parentheses 3 greater than 4 close parentheses evaluates to true, and that is the answer. Question 5. Write the output of the following. In question A, initially, num1 is assigned the value 4. Then num2 is assigned the value of num1 plus 1, which is 5. Finally, num1 is reassigned the value 2. When we print num1 and num2, the output will be 2 and 5. In question B, initially, num1 is assigned the value 2 and num2 is assigned the value 6. In the next line, the values of num2 and num1 plus 2 are swapped. Therefore, num1 becomes 6 and num2 becomes 4. When we print num1 and num2, the output will be 6 and 4. In question C, in the second line, num3 is being assigned the value of num3 plus 1, but num3 is not defined before this assignment. This will raise a name error since num3 is referenced before assignment. Therefore, the code will throw an error. Question number 6. Which data type will be used to represent the following data values and why? Question A. Number of months in a year. The integer data type called int can be used to represent the number of months in a year. Since the number of months is a whole number and cannot be fractional or negative, an integer data type is appropriate. B. Resident of Delhi or not. The Boolean data type called bool can be used to represent whether a person is a resident of Delhi or not. A Boolean data type can have two possible values, either true or false, which can represent the residency status. C. Mobile number. The integer data type called int can be used to represent a mobile number, as it consists of 10 digits only. D. Pocket money. The floating point number or a decimal data type called float can be used to represent pocket. Pocket money can have fractional values, such as rupees 10.50. E. Volume of a sphere. The floating point number or a decimal data type called float can be used to represent the volume of a sphere. The volume of a sphere is often a real number with decimal places. Question F. Perimeter of a square. The floating point number or integer data type called float and int can be used to represent the perimeter of a square. The perimeter of a square can be a whole number or have decimal places, depending on the length of the square's sides. Both floating point and integer data types can be used, depending on the specific context. G. Name of the student. The string data type can be used to represent the name of a student. Names are typically a combination of characters, including letters and spaces. H. Address of the student. The string data type can be used to represent the address of a student. Addresses can consist of a combination of characters, including letters, numbers, spaces, commas, and other special characters. Question 7. Give the output of the following when num1 equals 4, num2 equals 3, num3 equals 2. Question A. Answer. Num1 plus equals num2 plus num3 is equivalent to num1 equals num1 plus num2 plus num3. So, num1 equals 4 plus 3 plus 2, the output will be 9. Question B. Answer. Num2 plus num3 is 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, so num1 equals 4 to the power 5 is equal to 4 asterisk 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is equal to 1024. The output will be 1024. Question C. Answer. Num2 plus num3 is 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, so num1 exponentiation equals 5 is equivalent to num1 equals num1 to the power 5. Num1 equals 4 to the power 5 is equal to 4 asterisk 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is equal to 1024. The output will be 1024. Question D. Answer. String 5 plus string 5 performs string concatenation. The output will be string 55. Question E. Answer. 2.0 plus 2.0 is 4.0. And 4.00 divided by 4.0 is 1.0. The output will be 1.0. Question F. Answer. 3 times 12 is 36, 36 minus 8 is 28, 9 times 28 is 252, 252 divided by 10 is 25.2, and 2 plus 25.2 is 27.2. The output will be 27.2. Question G. Answer. 24 integer division 4 is 6, and 6 integer division 2 is 3. The output will be 3. Question H. Answer. Float, 10, converts the integer 10 to a floating point number 10.0. The output will be 10.0. Question I. Answer. The output will raise a value error since 3.14 is a string representation of a floating point number and cannot be directly converted to an integer. Question J. Answer. As Python compares string character to character and when different characters are found then their Unicode value is compared. First character B is equal on both sides. Second letter, lowercase y has Unicode 121 and uppercase y has Unicode 89. Which are not same. The output will be false. Question K. Answer. 10 is not equal to 9 evaluates to true, and 20 greater than or equal to 20 evaluates to true, and the logical and operator returns true only if both expressions are true. The output will be true. Question L. Answer. First we can calculate the left-hand side, which is before the and operator. 2 to the power 2 calculates the exponentiation of 2 raised to the power of 2, which is 4. 10 plus 6 times 4 is evaluated as 10 plus 6 times 4, which is 34. 34 is not equal to 9 integer division 4 minus 3. 9 integer division 4 performs integer division, resulting in 2. 9 integer division 4 minus 3 is evaluated as 2 minus 3, which is minus 1. So, 34 is not equal to minus 1. True. Now let's calculate the right-hand side. 29/9 performs floating point division, resulting in approximately 3.2222. 29 greater than or equal to 3.2222 evaluates to true. Left-hand side equals right-hand side equals true. Since the comparison 34 is not equal to minus 1 is true, and the logical and operator requires both expressions to be true, the overall result is true. The output is true. Question M. Answer. 5 mod 10 calculates the remainder when 5 is divided by 10, which is 5. 5 plus 10 equals 15. 15 less than 50 evaluates to true. 29 less than or equal to 29 evaluates to true. The AND operator checks if both expressions on its left and right are true, and since both are true, the overall result is true. The output is true. Question N. Answer. 0 less than 6 evaluates to true. 10 equals 6 evaluates to false. Not 10 equals 6 evaluates to true since the not operator negates the result of 10 equals 6. 10 less than 0 evaluates to false. Not 10 equals 6 and 10 less than 0 evaluates to false since one expression is false. 0 less than 6 or not 10 equals 6 and 10 less than 0 evaluates to true since one expression is true. The output is true. Question 8. Categorize the following as syntax error, logical error, or runtime error. A. 25/0. This will result in a runtime error because it involves a division by 0. When the code is executed, it will raise a zero division error exception since dividing any number by 0 is undefined. B. Number 1 equals 25, number 2 equals 0, number 1/number 2. This is a runtime error. Specifically, dividing by 0 is a logical error. In Python, dividing any number by 0 will result in a zero division error. Question 9. A dartboard of radius 10 units and the wall it is hanging on are represented using a two-dimensional coordinate system, with the board center at coordinate 0, 0. Variables x and y store the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate of a dart that hits the dartboard. Write a Python expression using variables x and y that evaluates to true if the dart hits, is within, the dartboard, and then evaluate the expression for these dart coordinates. A. 0, 0, B. 10, 10, C. 6, 6, D. 7, 8. Solution. To check if a dart hits, is within, the dartboard, we need to calculate the distance of the dart from the center of the dartboard and compare it to the radius. If the distance is less than or equal to the radius, the dart is within the dartboard. The Python expression to check if the dart hits the dartboard is hit equals x to the power 2 plus y to the power 2, less than or equal to 10 to the power 2. Now, check the evaluation of the expression for the given dart coordinates. The output will be A. True, B. False, C. True, D. False. Question 10. Write a Python program to convert temperature in degrees Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. If water boils at 100 degrees Celsius and freezes as 0 degrees Celsius, use the program to find out what is the boiling point and freezing point of water on the Fahrenheit scale. Hint: temperature of degree Fahrenheit equals temperature of degree Celsius, times 9/5 plus 32. Now look at the code. We have two variables, boil and freeze, representing the boiling and freezing points of water in degrees Celsius, respectively. The first print statement is used to display the message water boiling temperature in Fahrenheit to the console. The next line of code calculates the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit using the formula TB equals boil asterisk 9/5 plus 32. Here, boil asterisk 9/5 converts the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and adding 32 adjusts the value to the Fahrenheit scale. The result is stored in the variable TB. The next print statement is used to display the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit, which is stored in the variable TB. Similarly, the code calculates the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit using the formula TF equals freeze asterisk 9/5 plus 32. Here, freeze asterisk 9/5 converts the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and adding 32 adjusts the value to the Fahrenheit scale. The result is stored in the variable TF. The last print statement is used to display the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit, which is stored in the variable TF. The output would be, the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit is 212.0 degrees Fahrenheit, and the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit is 32.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Question 11. Write a Python program to calculate the amount payable if money has been lent on simple interest. Principal or money lent equals P, rate of interest equals R % per annum, and time equals T years. Then simple interest, say equals P asterisk R asterisk T / 100. Amount payable equals principal plus simple interest. P, R, and T are given as input to the program. The user is prompted to enter the principal amount, rate of interest, and time period. The simple interest is calculated using the formula principal asterisk rate asterisk time / 100. Then, the amount payable is obtained by adding the principal and the simple interest. Finally, the calculated amount payable is displayed as the output. Question 12. Write a program to calculate in how many days a work will be completed by three persons A, B, and C together. A, B, C take X days, Y days, and Z days respectively to do the job alone. The formula to calculate the number of days if they work together is XYZ / XY plus YZ plus XZ, days where X, Y, and Z are given as input to the program. In this program, we take user input for the number of days person A of X, person B of Y, and person C of Z take to complete the job individually. Then, we calculate the number of days required for all three persons to complete the job together using the formula X asterisk Y asterisk Z / X asterisk Y plus Y asterisk Z plus X asterisk Z. Finally, we display the result as the output. Question 13. Write a program to enter two integers and perform all arithmetic operations on them. In this program, we take user input for two integers num1 and num2. Then, we perform various arithmetic operations on them. Addition, num1 plus num2. Subtraction, num1 minus num2. Multiplication, num1 asterisk num2. Division, num1 / num2. Integer division, num1 integer division num2. Remember, in integer division, only the integer part of the quotient is returned and not the fractional part. Modulus, num1 mod num2. Remember, modulus means only the remainder value is concerned. Exponentiation, num1 raised to the power num2. Finally, we display the results of these arithmetic operations using the print function. Question 14. Write a program to swap two numbers using a third variable. Swapping means the original values of the variables are exchanged. In this program, we are going to swap, exchange, two numbers using a third variable. In this Python code, the user inputs are converted to integers using the int function. The rest of the program remains the same. The numbers are swapped by using a third variable temp to hold the value of num1, then assigning the value of num2 to num1, and finally assigning the value of temp to num2. The updated values of num1 and num2 are then displayed after swapping. Now look at the output. Two values 25 and 35 are inputted. The numbers 25 and 35 are swapped, exchanged, to 35 and 25 respectively. Question 15. Write a program to swap two numbers without using a third variable. In this Python program, we take user input for two numbers num1 and num2. Before swapping, we display the original values of num1 and num2. To swap the numbers without using a third variable, we use mathematical operations. Here's how it works. We assign the sum of num1 and num2 to num1, effectively storing the sum in num1. We subtract num2 from num1 and assign the result to num2. This effectively stores the original value of num1 in num2. Finally, we subtract num2, which now holds the original value of num1, from num1, which now holds the sum of the original num1 and num2. This assigns the original value of num2 to num1. After swapping, we display the updated values of num1 and num2 to verify that the swap operation was successful. Now, look at the output. Two numbers 200 and 400 are inputted by the user. The numbers 200 and 400 are swapped, exchanged, to 400 200 respectively. Question 16. Write a program to repeat the string good morning n times. Here n is an integer entered by the user. In this Python program, we take user input for the number of times to repeat the string n. We use the int function to convert the user input to an integer. To repeat the string good morning n times, we multiply the string by n. This operation concatenates n copies of the string together. The result is stored in the result variable and then displayed using the print function. Now, let's look at the output. The user has given 3 times to display the good morning message, and hence the output displayed is good morning, good morning, good morning, 3 times. Question 17. Write a program to find average of 3 numbers. In this Python program, we take user input for 3 numbers num1, num2, and num3. The float function is used to convert the user input to floating point numbers. To calculate the average of the 3 numbers, we add them together using the plus operator, and then divide the sum by the total number of numbers, which is 3 in this case. The average is stored in the average variable and then displayed using the print function. Let's look at the output. 3 numbers 85.6, 65.8, and 95 are inputted by the user. Now the average of these 3 numbers are 82.133333333333333. Question 18. The volume of a sphere with radius r is 4/3 pi r to the power 3. Write a Python program to find the volume of spheres with radius 7 cm, 12 cm, 16 cm, respectively. In this Python program, the value of pi is approximated as 3.14159. We define the radii of the spheres as radius_1, radius_2, and radius_3, and calculate the volumes of the spheres using the formula 4/3 *3.14159 radius to the power 3. Finally, we display the calculated volumes of the spheres using the print function. You can check the output displayed here on the console. Question 19. Write a program that asks the user to enter their name and age. Print a message addressed to the user that tells the user the year in which they will turn 100 years old. In this Python program, we take user input for their name and age. The input function is used to capture the user's name as a string, and the int function is used to convert the user's age input to an integer. Next, we calculate the year the user will turn 100 by subtracting their age from 100 and adding the result to the current year. In this example, the current year is assumed to be 2023. Finally, we print a personalized message addressed to the user, including their name and the year they will turn 100 years old. Pause the video and check the output displayed here. Question 20. The formula E equals mc square states that the equivalent energy, E, can be calculated as the mass, m, multiplied by the speed of light, c equals about 3 times 10 to the power 8 meters per second, squared. Write a program that accepts the mass of an object and determines its energy. In this Python program, we define the speed of light as c, which is approximately 3 times 10 to the power 8 meters per second. We take user input for the mass of the object using the input function, and convert it to a floating point number using the float function. Next, we calculate the energy using the formula E equals mc square, where mass is the user-provided mass of the object and c is the speed of light. Finally, we display the calculated energy using the print function. The energy will be in joules, the standard unit of energy. Check the output displayed on the console when 25 is inputted by the user. Question 21. Presume that a ladder is put upright against a wall. Let variables length and angle store the length of the ladder and the angle that it forms with the ground as it leans against the wall. Write a Python program to compute the height reached by the ladder on the wall for the following values of length and angle: A, 16 feet and 75 degrees, B, 20 feet and 0 degrees, C, 24 feet and 45 degrees, D, 24 feet and 80 degrees. In this Python program, we are importing the math module. The math module in Python provides various mathematical functions and constants that are not available by default. It contains a wide range of functions, including trigonometric, logarithmic, exponential, and other mathematical operations. In the given Python program, we import the math module to access the radians and sin functions. The radians function is used to convert an angle from degrees to radians. Since trigonometric functions in Python, such as sin, typically expect angles in radians, we need to convert the given angle from degrees to radians before using it in calculations. The sin function is used to calculate the sine of an angle in radians. In this case, we use it to calculate the height reached by the ladder on the wall by multiplying the length of the ladder with the sine of the angle. Now let's look at the Python program. We define a function calculate_ladder_height that takes the length of the ladder and the angle it forms with the ground as parameters. Inside the function, we convert the angle from degrees to radians using the math.radians function. Then, we calculate the height reached by the ladder on the wall by multiplying the length of the ladder with the sine of the angle. We have a list of test cases with different lengths and angles. We iterate over the test cases using the zip function to pair each length with its corresponding angle. For each test case, we call the calculate_ladder_height function and print the result. When you run the program, it will output the height reached by the ladder on the wall for each test case. You can check the output displayed on the console. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more upcoming videos.